Okay. This is the fit. I should explain. So dun 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 dun. Oh. The people want to see you. They said they missed you. See, I've been in my grandma's house. This is the fit. I'm headed to go see my boy Richie Fontane's comedy show here in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, I should use the mic. We gonna chop it up. I probably won't get you any of the actual show because you gotta pay and get a ticket to go see my boy. But we're gonna chop it up backstage and see what his thoughts are on this whole vibe. You know, the theme of my YouTube. We're gonna get it popping. All right, let's go because we're late. Yay, that's a good. Oh my mama. Oh my hood. Damn, I'm fine. I look good. So scooch in just a little bit. Okay, we're in there. I feel like, okay, I can get closer. Because I don't even know what the lighting is doing, but every time I record, it comes out good on this little gadget here. So yeah, man, how did it feel?
It felt good, man. I'm excited, of course, to be performing. This is my first, I want to say, single headlining comedy show out in, of course, the city of Atlanta, Norcross for that matter, but out in the city of Atlanta. Always, of course, I want 1 million people in the building, but supporters nonetheless. So it feels good, of course, to have fans that like me enough to get their ass up and actually come see me with their money. So
online and in the room,
completely different.
Always different.
Always completely different spaces.
Do you have a lot of people come out in Dallas?
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I hate to break the news.
It sounds like what you about to tell me.
Sorry. No storage. 2 minutes into the recording. My lovely 14 Pro Max came in handy.
Come on, G.
So I can airdrop it.
Anything you got?
It is like an hour.
Ooh. So I saw your, I'm be honest. Your video that you made on taking us to Namibia was long. So
like 10 minutes, G.
The first 2 times I watched it, I got to a point where I was like, I'm assuming that I know the rest of what he's about to say.
That makes sense.
Until we started having that idea for my show that I was telling you, an episode on like Black nationalism within itself. And so we just sat down as a writer's room and listened to the whole thing. It was like, this.
I appreciate that.
No, for sure. And I think, and I also want to commend you because I think you did such a thorough job. Because we still had questions after it. We were like, circulating our questions around the room. And my writer's room is 3 of us. But it's my best friend. And then this guy hired to research for me years ago. Yeah. And all 3 of us have masters in African American studies.
Tight, so you know what I mean?
The guy is gay.
Yeah.
That's pertinent to the story.
Yeah, of course.
But the 3 of us were just like, this is cool, this is fantastic, but 2 questions. Do they want us over there?
Of course.
Because what we don't want to do, and what I feel like, we can talk about this, I feel like if we had this radical shift, there's a lot of things to be afraid of. We don't want to move in fear, fine, whatever. But say we make it over there, everything's successful, ain't nobody come in to try to thwart the plans that we've created. Are we going to be able to not take
what we are
the influence of colonization over there with us and try to upend their shit? And the second question was, do they with gay people over there? Because that's a whole population of us, a whole sector of our population. But then we saw you in the comments talking about, I did that research too. And a lot of people don't read, number one, don't research, number and be thorough enough to think about people outside of their identity group when they're thinking about concepts for liberation. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. And that's why, of course, I was in the comments. Because, again, the video is 10 minutes for a reason. Because I researched this shit for, and I'm not making it up. Before I made that video, I was researching for, 9 days straight. Just reading on how this is even achievable. And I didn't just pick Namibia. It was, oh, look, it's an African country, no people in it. The ocean and trade means something to the world, very specifically. The reason the country is so strong, there's not enough people, of course, to have the type of strength that they should. But being positioned where that country is means an infinity to, of course, what we can create. So, I want to say to myself, you tripping sometime, but no Pan-Africanist has had the internet. Marcus Garvey didn't have what I have. Malcolm X didn't have it. Kwame Ture didn't have it. Farrakhan didn't. None of these people in the past have had the availability or the ability that matter to see something without being there. None of them have had the access to email. None of them text message, pictures, videos. None of that shit was real to them. So I'm here saying, oh gee, you can't ask me a question I did not research. I looked at gay people because look how, I mean, it's not a lot of us, but they're people. Gay people, I got gay people in my family. My baby brother is LGBT. Coming with. So I was like, you know, them worry about themselves. No. Africa, as we know, of course, number one, is a continent, which is a big deal. And they don't teach us that. It's 54 countries.
And it's bigger than us. You can put put China, Russia, and us in there, and Africa still got room.
At once.
Yeah.
So
and it's made to look smaller on maps.
On purpose, because this is dwarfism is a part, of course, of European colonization. But understanding, of course, that this diverse group of people in this continent don't have to all align with each other. It's here that we don't like. Like they don't align with us. You're like you know. So
are we leaving them?
I'm trying to yes.
Okay.
And I created the catcher division.
Okay.
Specifically for niggas to get online and find. You're not coming specifically, but yes, everybody special needs people. I have a special needs nephew. Something that I thought of.
People did not consider
homeless people.
Yeah.
People who are not only homeless, but of course addicts. I'm sorry, recovering addicts, so on and so forth. There's not a group of class of black people, a group of black people that I did not consider here. I considered our soldiers. I considered our gangbangers. I have a literal division for niggas who decided to dedicate their lives to a street. I got a country you can dedicate your life to, and they respect you. The politicians and where it can align, the black church. There's nothing. Weed, because of how prevalent it is to black people. Legitimately, if I pull out my search thing, it's like fourth. It's like the fourth question I asked. Legitimately, because I know they criminalized a whole group of black men just on weed. And knowing that this country isn't for weed, I'm going to ask the president, hey, ma'am, can we switch on the weed thing? She's going to say, no, it's over.
We can't go no more because we can't.
Well, I'm sorry, we can't do it. And I got a backup. I got two, and I'm not playing. Like,
I see that.
I'm dead ass. There's nothing stating. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. And I tried to, and I went looking for a reason as to why this wouldn't make sense, or why it could not work, or what would be in the way. There's nothing. Except not believing it can be done. Oh, and money. But I know where to get that
money.
from. I know
money.
It's BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. South Africa is literally connected to Namibia. We become their immediate first export. They do. South Africa is big on beef. Namibia not so much. We immediately become their number one export. Leather and trade just in general. With the maritime division that I created, that is going to take 30+ million niggas across the ocean. It not only becomes the transpo, it becomes an entire or what do I call it, subdivision, of course, of an export. Boats mean trade, boats mean travel, boats mean everything. Namibia doesn't have this. If they get 30 million, you have to have boats, and we are literally going to need upwards of 50 big ass Titanic style boats. What? I mean, 25.
What? You want us to go back across the Atlantic?
As crazy as that sounds, based on the fact that the boats carry up to 3,500 people, the planes carry up to 250. The travel time turns in from a yearly project, or like a decade type project, to from boats, 5 years. Do the entire transition of 30+ million people. Airplanes, 10 to 12.
Oh no!
Unless, of course, we create airplanes.
I just got triggered deep in a spiritual way that I didn't know that I could.
Yes, but it's also about reclaiming that, because those West African trade lines that they literally use to make money today are being used. So the slave trade lines that we're referring to, 500,000+ black people in America, over 4 million, of course, in South America, so on and so forth. We're using these to now make our money, to travel back, of course, and reclaim what's ours. The ocean is the ocean. The ocean don't. Well, I mean, the ocean remembers, of course, but the ocean isn't our enemy. The motherfucker is driving it down.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Okay.
Just the concept of the boat across that same
absolutely.
path.
But of course, this time they not motherfucking shackling you and putting you at the bottom of it.
So, what's your role when you get over there? They have government.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about, so of course, as you stated earlier, being careful about, and basically colonization, really, just to make it clear. Of course, we're not hurting anybody, but it's only at max 3 million Namibians. So if you inject 35 plus million people, you immediately imbalance, of course.
Eradicate their
exactly,
culture.
and they become very rare, very spaced out, so on and so forth. The thing about colonization is there has never been, in my knowledge, that it has never been a collaborative colonization. So no one ever came over and said, hey, government, can me and my nigga come over and we help y'all build y'all shit up, and then we become one of y'all and we all just live harmoniously. Because that's what I'm asking. I'm asking to come and help build and eventually become Namibian. I'm not asking to be Black American in Namibia. For what?
And that's the thing. Like, I think all of this shit is possible.
Yeah.
And it's not the infrastructure, it's not the jobs, it's not the things that I think will be difficult to figure out, because these are intangible. And it's the culture. It's the culture of, like, how, what I was saying is just like ways we might not even think colonization has been steeped into us, or even American exceptionalism and privilege.
Yes.
Because we people complaining right now about moving to Ghana and not having hot water, not having this, that, having the other. But my thing is, like, there's gonna have to be, and I'm super big on this. I haven't yet gotten to us leaving, and I value, if there's opportunity, I'm getting on.
Absolutely, come on now.
But because I think that, I hate to do this to y'all. I love y'all down. I really do. I struggle to believe whether we are strong enough. To break away. Like, what I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks is people breaking up with their comfort in order to do something about, like, I'm so sick of people saying, like, what do we do? Or like, oh dang, our government, we've lost democracy. Well, our country was like in a year. What do you mean? What are we gonna do? You're sitting beside and watching it happen because you don't want to lose what you have access to. So that's already something we have to break up with. So there has to be a mindset shift, regardless of what the answer is going to be.
Yes.
So if we are going over to Namibia, and it takes X of how many years or whatever, there's got to be some education programs. There's got to be some decolonization programs. You got to do some modules before you get on that boat. Because do not come over here and
bring the shit with you. Again, as you said, I hate to do this to y'all because I lay you down, but I'm aware as to when get in front of Africans with less than, they're going to think they're better than.
Yeah. Based
on what you've been taught from American, of course, propaganda towards, of course, Africans. You are one of mother them.
That would be so embarrassing.
And embarrassing as
A few moments later.
You're a comedian.
Correct.
When did you decide, well, what put you on this path, per se?
My comedy career, as I've always been implanted as to what, of course, was happening to us as people. So the shift of, like, I'm just going to say it now, I'm just going to put it out there, was really when I felt comfortable with the platform that I created. Of course, when you come out and, you just make people laugh, you want to kind of accrue to that, so they don't be like, what the fuck is this? So I was, at some point, I was like, I guess I got to be careful, but then one year I was like, what the fuck was they going to do? Want to follow me? Like, nigga, it didn't. Of course, I am making money through, God bless, thank y'all, I appreciate y'all a lot. I am making money, of course, through the follows, but like, I never got cut or anything. Never punched me from an unfollow, so I guess I'll survive. I didn't want to be afraid of how I felt, really, just say it like that. I didn't want to be afraid of how I felt, and now, of course, especially this year, as to how me pushing the rhetoric that I'm pushing now is just based on literally me learning. Which is why I say racist people are stupid.
How do you think is the best way to fight fascism?
Fighting fascism. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, man, is that, especially I'm 34 now, so all of my life I've always heard that violence is the answer, and you need to talk it out, and we need to be taking the high road, and etc. All of that other shit. It's all propaganda. It's bullshit. Fighting fascism comes with violence. In my opinion, you need to hurt someone. You need to hurt the other side You need to literally, because from what I've seen, everybody's advancement in historical times is through violence. The white man took America through violence. The white man oppressed through violence. The white man continues now through financial violence, but violence nonetheless. So black people feeling like, you know what, the way to get back at these motherfuckers is to talk it out is insane. And again, it's been taught to us to confuse us and throw us off the track. We need to hurt. We need to harm.
You're not wrong, but I actually just had this light bulb.
Yeah.
You're not wrong at all.
Yeah.
There is more than one way to skin a cat.
It is.
My position this whole time is I'm not about to advise anybody of anything else that's going to give them more black bodies.
Correct.
We say we cannot dismantle the master's house with the master's tools. Why is violence the exception to that? Because if they did, and I get it. So on his face, I understand.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no pussyfoot about it.
At all.
Harm is correct. What kind of harm? Does it have to be physical harm?
Yeah.
Do we have to put our bodies in harm's way? But can we have a radical shift in our behavior and more intelligently, I want to say smartly, the word is not coming to me, and more, I don't know what the word is, strategically, I guess.
Okay.
Destroy system.
Yeah, and you're not wrong at all. And yes, we could. We're not going to. I watch argue with online. I watch online argue with niggas about Target.
I just saw a girl in my
y'all have no this girl in my close friends. She only shops at Target in her close friends, and it's funny. And I don't take no offense to it, but what the fuck are you doing? Because we cannot think black advancement. We can't play with black advancement. It has to be one. It has to be solidarity amongst us moving forward. The gangbangers, for that matter. It can't be, all right, man. You know, let's put up this program in the neighborhood. We're gonna watch the streets, and we need to literally in every motherfucking black city, and one day eradicate gangbanging. That don't mean hurt, of course. None of our. We need a strategic plan to attack it specifically one day. Again, the reason I say violence is the answer, because when a white man does something, he uses violence, and it works that day. The move bombing of Philadelphia, and they killed a few people just to get to move. Like, the stealing of land from black people happens in essentially a day. They come, they burn shit down, Soakum, Texas. They kill like 300 black people in the forest. They burned down the whole land, and it was over with. So, I'm all for strategicness. I'm all for step by step. I'm all for a fumigated process to where everybody is protected. Show it. Show me that cat being skinned a different way.
I'm working on it.
Or let's simply move out of their way. I figured that.
Okay. Last thing I'll say, because it's gotten raggedy.
Correct.
I saw this one woman say something. I couldn't find the post. But she said what people have, because the last thing he just said, we all got to do this shit.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has
to do this shit.
Even if you don't like it. If it's not harming you, gang, just do it. I
don't have any of my words today, so every attempt I have at being clever is just not happening. But I raise you something, alternative opinion.
Okay.
The lady said what people have to realize is that the vast majority of African Americans did not participate in the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm. That's fact. Yes.
And I've been cooking in my strategic kitchen.
Yes.
Trying to figure out a way, how do we maximize this 3.5% strategy?
Yes.
I'm not going to do too much on this video because I'm still ironing shit out. But I think that would also, that little bit of a paradigm shift would also be so much more successful in getting more people on board, because we do not have to have everybody.
Yeah, at all.
We just have to have enough.
Yeah.
And if you can convince yourself to be part of enough,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So really they say it's like 47 million, but again, give or take. So 35 million black people. I need literally one. Do you know how many, of course you know, but do you know how many 1 million look like? Like, do you know what that looks like? No. You've never seen a million in one area, one place. Going to going to DC as a million black people and saying, hey, we're going to occupy DC, which was okay, look, if we don't do Africa, let's just occupy DC. I need 1 million to pick a January 6th. Come with me. We do not leave until everything we ask for is done. And that does not mean politely asking. That means breaking into the goddamn building like they did. Because it either needs to be polite radicalization, aka no one has to get hurt, but we are going to break something in here. We're going to break in, we're going to threaten, we're not leaving without a promise. Or just leave, my nigga.
Or just leave.
And we're going to agree. We're going to build a green country. I don't want to fight white boys. I don't want to fight.
Yeah, no. I never want to give a white person a reason to do anything. But I think on top of that, the other thing that has to be said is everybody doesn't have to do the same thing.
Everybody don't have to.
What everybody should do is something.
Something like this, I come up. Oh, what a bitch you think? Come in like this. Stand like this. And I'll have a gun in this hand. Oh.